All right, so hey YouTube. Um, I just want to come on and share something. So I'm back in North Carolina visiting my family right now for the holidays, and I was in my old room, and I found something that I wanted to share with you guys. So I have a journal. I am a journaler, and there's an entry I found that I think is really fitting for right now for me. So I know a lot of you don't know me in person, but I have been going through a lot within the last few months. And I'm not really going to talk about all that right now, but just know I've been going through a lot. And so this particular journal entry that I found, it just made me think of a lot of stuff. So I'm going to read it to you and then I'll explain. All right, so this is dated March 26th, 2012. I laugh because that's my due date for Mr. So it's titled, what's it titled? It's titled A Memoir, My Name. It says, slow, dumb, incompetent, less than, that was my name. A title given to me by friends, family, and others who didn't understand my point of view. Ignored, cast out, teased, and looked over was how I was treated because I did not have the look, I put quotations, the look of intelligence. It's like intelligent people were always beautiful, popular, with a great body, and always the center of attention. I was none of that. With no one to turn to, I looked up and looked in. I found that intelligence comes in many forms, and only you can define it for yourself. I found that intelligence can have many faces. It can be the face of a child who passes a math test, or an illiterate old man who works hard in the field. It says, while looking up, I learned God gives when While looking up, I learned intelligence is what God gives when He shares His knowledge with us. It could be knowledge about equations He used when creating time, or about techniques for building when creating the earth. While looking in, I found that intelligence is what's inside, underneath all the insecurities and fears. I can only see it when God moves away all the distractions, but it has always been there, and it is inside every single person on this earth. We were all part of an intelligent design, meaning intelligence is built in us. Looking around, I found that I am equal. Those that used to define my name no longer have that power. Only God can define who I am. If He says I'm intelligent, then that I am. I will no longer answer to the name dumb or slow from the person who does not understand my point of view. Neither will I respond to the person who yells less than or incompetent from above me, because I know we are equals. I will fight for it, yell, and respond only to one name, my name. I will speak it clearly for all to hear, because I am equal. Then those who hear my name will know and remember what I fight for. I am first and foremost a child of the King. Next, I am a daughter, a sister, a friend, now a mother and a wife, sort of, a hard worker, a learner, an artist, a singer, a role model. And at this time, I was an SGA president, a cousin, a niece, a believer, a Seventh-day Adventist, a romantic, creative, valuable, a volunteer, a leader, determined, indecisive, strong-willed, selfish, a work in progress, a sinner saved by grace. When God is through with me, I will be more than I ever dreamed I would be. When you hear my name, just know I am all of these things. I matter to someone, God. He made me. He will continue to change me. He named me, and my name is Rachel Jasmine Page. So, reading this, it just made me think, like, when did I stop believing all this stuff about me? Like, when did I stop believing that I was equal, or when did I stop believing that I was worth anything? Like, I know to a lot of people it's like I have a lot of confidence. I have confidence in my parents now, like as I've gotten older. But in terms of my character, it's like I don't have that. It's like, where did that girl go? I don't know. But that's something I want to find out. It's like I feel like I've become nothing compared to what I used to think of myself. Like back when it's like I wasn't married, I didn't have kids, it was just me, And this is back at a time where it's like I think I was still in Job Corps at the time. So it's like I wasn't really working. Even though I was in school, I wasn't working. I didn't have like my own apartment, didn't have my own car, didn't have anything that I worked hard for materially, I guess, materialistically, to prove that I could do something, or prove that I was, a hard worker, prove like I didn't have anything like in front of me to tell me I had value. Like, I hope that makes sense. So, and now it's like fast forward some years, it's like I've bought my own car. I've had my own apartment before. It's like I got married. I've been a worker for since after that point. It's like I've been working except for about 6 months when I gave birth to my first son. And so I got married. I had kids. I had a kid. Now I'm about to have my second one. So it's like I've accomplished a lot. I never earned other titles, I guess. And so it just made me think, like, where did that girl go? Where is this person, who used to write so much and who believed so much and who had, I don't know, she was just a different person. Now it's like I feel like that person and who I am today is a complete stranger to me. Like, and trying to find her again is, I think, what this season in my life is going to be about. Because it's like I've been trying to do so much, I guess, to run away from her, because I felt like, I don't know, I just got caught up with a bunch of other things life threw me. So it's just trying to find out who that person is again, and it's going to be my goal for 2019. Because in order for me to teach my sons who they are, I have to know who I am. And so while they're still young, that's something that I need to know for myself. It's like with my husband, it's like his family, they know a lot about their roots, where they come from, and, like their history and stuff like that. They know all of that stuff. It's like I don't know much about my family past my grandmother. Like, I don't, it's like I know I'm black. I know that much. I know we have some other ethnicities in my family, but for the most part, it's like, I'm black. And like I know my grandmother's name. I don't know much about my grandfather. On either side of my family, really. Like my dad's side, I don't know much. I don't know any of them. Like I met my grandma once before she died. I've met a couple of my cousins, but it was once, and we never developed like a real relationship. So I don't know much about them. And then, like I said, past my grandmother on my mother's side, like I don't know much about my family. So it's like I don't know much about my roots or where I come from, And it's like, but I need to find out, regardless of that, who I am and what I want to leave as a legacy for my kids. So anyway, just something I thought I'd share. It's like I don't know if anybody will watch this video. They might. They might not. And if you don't, I always have this video to remind myself. But I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys can relate to it. So yeah, just leave your comments down below. Or if you've ever been in this period of change in your life where it's like you look back and you think, where's that person who you used to be? I mean, it's like, and how did you find that person again, if you did? But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.